I'm talking about. That's what open mic's all about, folks. You want to just tell some jokes, get up here. A girl told me a joke back there. She goes, you have to go on stage and tell this joke. Kyle, let's welcome to the stage Kyle Farrell, everybody.
So I daydream a lot. I was thinking about girls that I messed around with in high school. And after like an hour, I'm like, I've been sitting here a while and I'm thinking about 15-year-old girls. It's fucking with me a little bit. Until I started like fantasizing about girls from high school is awesome. But then you remember like sex in high school stunk. I had one girl like jerk me around like an old Atari controller. Just crippled me right out of the gate. She's like, what's wrong? My dick hurts. I feel a little bit ashamed every time I jack off to a Lady Gaga picture or video. The back of my head, I'm like, she might be a man. And it's like, you see like her clit like slip out of her panties and she like release photos and shit. And I'm thinking like, oh man, if I had a ham sandwich, I could tear that thing apart and fake a clit in the jam. I was on the fly. Trannies freak me out though. Like, they freaked me out since 4th grade because we took a field trip to go see a stage production of Peter Pan. And like halfway through the show, I'm like, that's not a fucking dude! That's a chick! And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Peter Pan! And he's like, slapping one of his ass. And we're like, no way. Fucking looks like a chick to me. I'm going to start a charity for Haiti. Our goal is to send 1 million bottles of baby shampoo there. I'm going to call it No More Tears for Haiti. That's all I'm going to touch on Haiti this time. You ever choke a girl with a belt? That's awesome. Not for like fun, not like because you're pissing or anything, but like in the bedroom, obviously. And actually the chick that I was with, she had a neck piercing at the time. And on the way home, we were talking about like how to work the belt into the relationship still. And it's a big day, 3 days in, it's the belt choking phase of every relationship. And really like, you know, I'm like, I'm being responsible, I'm gonna make this last. We're gonna work this out, we're gonna figure out what's going on. Because communication is key. And so I dumped her on Christmas Eve at Outback Steakhouse. Don't be a bitch at Outback. That's my happy place. They got blooming onions and little funny shaped breads. So yeah, that was the deal breaker. I've heard that the old joke where this head and this head have 2 separate brains, and I'm pretty sure that's true. Because while this one dropped out of high school, it's got a fucking master's degree. It knows when I'm not supposed to be doing something. It's yeah, it's on point. Almost fucked a fat girl the other day. And I'll get to the almost in a second. But sorry, I completely spaced, so I'm like, I have a million excuses of why this was going down, but really the only, the real one, the truth, is I wanted a blowjob and I was drunk. And that sounded pretty good. And I put, just to like make a point, I put no effort into picking up this girl, but if I did, I would have used my knees. So, see, I'm a double standard, because like, I expect a blowjob from a fat girl, because hot girls work out, their bodies are fit. I know the strongest muscle in that girl's body is her jaw. And it's like, I'll be at KFC the next day complaining, if I go down on a fat girl, I'll be at KFC the next day complaining to the manager about how my meal was all thighs. That's a wordy fucking joke, I gotta work on that one for you. But first, like, as soon as we get in her hotel room, she wants to order food. She's like, chocolate cake! Oh my god. Because it broke down all this wall rationalization I built up on the walk over. I'm like, God, I'm really not into it. I just want to get blown. I'll fucking leave. And then she's like, pizza! So I ordered tons of fun her pizza. And then we start getting down to it, and we're going through the motions, and I start doing this move, which is my suggestion of, because it's a lot less awkward, ladies, than like, suck my dick for a little bit. Like, you just do this. And And so at one point I'm suggesting just hard enough that it's not rape. And she goes, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, fucking, this is gonna take a while then. I'm sitting there like that. And I did my jokes out of order, so I gotta read this. Anyway, I'm sitting there just jerking off in front of her, and she's got this, like, she's still pissed off about the whole rape thing. Fucking rape, picky. And then I hear, I'm like, oh, it's the fucking pizza guy. And I get all excited, because I got a plan already. Like, this has been my plan since she went below me, so about 3 seconds old. And I start putting on my clothes. I'm like, oh, I'm being a gentleman. I'm like, oh, you wait, no, it's cool. It's like, just chill out on the other side of the bed. And she's like, what? And so I put my beanie on, I get this weird eye, and then I grab the 20 that's been waiting for the pizza guy, and I'm like, oh no, I get it, you know, it's totally cool. And she's like, okay. So I slip on my boots real quick, and she goes, oh fuck, it's red flag time. And she's scrambling on the other side of the bed to put her pants on, which is a struggle without the hurry. So I get over there to the door, and I'm just like, oh, thank you, pizza man. One fluid motion, just thank you, pizza man. Boom. Sprint out of, it was the, Marriott, that's the one. It was down the street from here. Again, let's pretend this didn't just happen. And I sprint out the fucking door. I take the stairs, because I don't know why it made it seem faster than the elevator. Kind of, hindsight's 2020. I get to the street and I'm just briskly walking, because I'm not really concerned about getting caught. So if a fat girl makes me decide between fucking her and a free pizza, I'm pretty sure we know where I stand on that. One last piece of advice before I get off. I don't know if I got the light or Ken's lifting his drink. It's very fruity. Is that chick's drink?
She coughs a lot.
Are you macking on her?
No.
Are you going home with her tonight, Ken?
I'm going home with him.
You going home with him? Alright, whatever.
Not home with him, but we're going to
No, lies. Yeah.
We're going to bush on it.
Midget in a little hat. He doesn't want it. I understand. My last piece of advice to impart on you. Don't use olive oil for lube. Fucking Kirby told me it can give you a rash, but that really wasn't why. It works great, but you'll both smell like spaghetti at the end. Alright guys, that's my time.
Good job, Kyle. Awesome. One more time for Kyle Farrell, everybody.